So I don't know who, when they were growing up, heard this, but I'm going to repeat it. If you keep crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about. Anyone ever heard that? That I'm going to file under emotionally illiterate behavior. So here's how it looks for me. I'm a child. Something's just happened. And so I'm responding because I'm in pain and I'm crying. I'm crying because my vocabulary is limited as a child. So when I hurt, I cry. But the person I trust is telling me that it's not safe for me to feel the way I feel, that it's not okay for me to be vulnerable. And so I begin to question the validity of my feelings. Do I even have the right when I'm in pain to feel my pain? And I become dishonest. When that's the environment, I become dishonest. I start saying no when I want to say yes. I start saying it doesn't hurt when it does. I trained myself to step back from my emotions. I trained myself to shut all emotions down. And that is not just a light switch I can flick back on when I become an adult who starts getting in relationships. It's going to be very difficult for my partner to access me because I will not have emotional access to my own full range of emotions. This is what emotionally illiterate behavior looks like. It is not going to be safe for me to express my feelings based on earlier information, and therefore it won't be safe for you if you are in a relationship with me to express your feelings. It's not how I want a relationship to look like, but it's how it will look until I examine these patterns and I become willing to start dismantling them. It's a lot of work, and it does not mean that we are disloyal to those who may have raised us or whomever passed this type of crazy statements down. It means that they were operating from an emotionally limited vocabulary. So I have a wider vocabulary because I've done a lot of work. I would never tell a child anything like that, and I don't hit children to get my point across. I don't feel it's necessary. So this book, this workbook, Let's Unpack Core Beliefs, it examines the spectrum of behaviors and beliefs and how they were formed and gives the individual an opportunity to examine privately or to form a group. Everyone get their own workbook and do the work necessary, right? Discussing, hey, how does this look for you? What we're doing is we're breaking cycles. That's what we're doing, because everything that's been established is not getting us to where we want to be. That's why. So my name is Candace Moore, Creative Director of More Grace, and I work with individuals and groups. If you're interested in the workbook, reach out to me. If you find this content to be of value, make sure you subscribe. Our community does indeed stand for healing.